This video is for you. Yes, you, the ambitious one. The one with big goals, who dreams big and doesn't settle for less. You have a fire inside you, a drive to create, to build, to win. And your entire life you've been told that the only way to the top is the struggle, the grind. You were told to wake up earlier than everyone, work harder than everyone, and sacrifice your peace of mind today in the name of success tomorrow. And let's be honest, that philosophy can work, for a while. But at what cost? Burnout? Anxiety? The feeling that you're constantly pushing a boulder uphill, and if you stop for 1 second, everything will fall apart? Now, here's a truth that might seem strange at first. Your constant struggle, your hustle, might be the very thing slowing down your success. What if there was a way to reach your biggest goals, not only faster, but with a sense of flow, of peace, of true power? In the next few minutes, I'm going to introduce you to a new operating model for ambition. A map for you, the achiever, to learn how to use the laws of the universe in your favor, instead of fighting against them. Get ready to become more effective than ever, by relaxing. To understand why the struggle is so ineffective, we need to look at the energy behind it. All your effort, all your hard work, all your willpower, it's all energy. And energy, like any resource, can be used intelligently, or it can be wasted. The struggle is the most inefficient way to use your energy. Period. Imagine you're the driver of a top-tier race car. Your body, your mind, your potential. That's the V12 engine, the cutting-edge engineering, the perfect aerodynamics. You have the capacity to reach incredible speeds. Now, what happens when you act from a place of fear, doubt, or the need to prove something? It's as if, before you hit the gas, you pull the handbrake with all your might. The handbrake is your nervous system in a state of contraction. It's the tension in your body. It's your subconscious mind whispering, "What if this doesn't work out?" It's your internal energy working against your external energy. So, what does the ambitious person do? They don't release the brake. They slam their foot even harder on the accelerator. They work more hours, drink more coffee, sleep less. They try to overcome internal resistance with external brute force. And what happens to the car? It might move, lurching forward. It leaves skid marks on the pavement, billows smoke. From the outside, it might even look like a lot is happening, a lot of effort. But on the inside, it's a disaster. You're burning an absurd amount of fuel, your life force, your health, your peace, to move just a few feet. The engine is overheating, which we call burnout. And every part of the car is under tremendous strain, leaving you exhausted and fragile. The struggle isn't a sign of strength. It's a sign of an internal system in conflict. It's the definition of energetic inefficiency. True power, true speed, doesn't come from accelerating harder. It comes from first learning how to release the handbrake. It comes from aligning your internal energy with your external goals, so that 100% of your effort is converted into forward motion, with no waste and no friction. And that's exactly what we're going to learn how to do today. Okay, if flooring it with the handbrake on is the road to burnout, what's the alternative? How do we drive this high-performance car of ours the right way to reach our destinations faster and more efficiently? The answer is a 4-step operating model, a system to ensure that before you even touch the accelerator, all internal brakes are already released. This is your M.A.P. to conscious ambition. The M in our map stands for meaningful goal, and this goes way beyond "I want more money" or "I want a promotion." Quantum clarity requires specificity, and more importantly, it requires emotion. Your goal needs a why that moves you. Take out a piece of paper and define your goal not just in terms of what you want, but how you want to feel when you achieve it. It's not about the new job title. It's about the feeling of impact and freedom. It's not about the money in the bank. It's about the feeling of security and generosity it will provide. This emotional why is the destination you plug into your internal GPS. Without it, you waste energy driving in circles. With a clear, emotionally charged goal, you align your entire being in a single direction. Next, and this is the step that 99% of ambitious people skip, is A for align your body. This is the step where you literally release the handbrake. Before you start working, you need to align your body for success, using the tools we've been building together here on the channel. It's about using the three senses anchor to feel present and the ARKO method when anxiety about the goal shows up. And if you don't know these practices in detail yet, don't worry. I'll leave direct links to the practical guides for each of them in the description below. The point is, alignment isn't an optional luxury. It's a strategic necessity for high performance. With a clear goal and an aligned body, we arrive at P for permit and embody. This is the most subtle and perhaps the most powerful phase. It's the true letting go. Permission means releasing your need to control how and when your goal will manifest. Instead of worrying about every step of the way, your only job in this phase is to practice. For a few minutes every day, the feeling of your goal already realized. What would it feel like to wake up with that sense of financial security you defined? How would it feel to walk through your new office feeling fulfilled? Feel that emotion in your body now. By doing this, you're no longer asking for something you lack. You are becoming the vibration of something that is already yours. You are giving the universe permission to deliver the result through the fastest and most surprising paths, which your logical mind could perhaps never predict. And only after all of that do we get to the final A. Act with inspiration. Notice, action is the last step of the map, not the first. Inspired action is completely different from forced effort. It doesn't come from a rigid to-do list created out of panic. It arises from your state of alignment. It's that idea that pops into your head out of nowhere in the shower. It's the sudden urge to call a specific person. It's the next step that doesn't feel like a should, but like something exciting, energizing, and almost obvious. This is the action of the gardener. He doesn't force the plant to grow. He tends to the soil, alignment, ensures there's sunlight, permission, and then, when he sees a sprout, he acts by watering it with care, inspired action. Inspired action is your intelligent, effective response to the signals the universe sends you when you're truly listening. The best way to understand the power of M.A.P.A. is to see it in action. So let's imagine two entrepreneurs. Both have the same ambitious goal and the same potential: to launch a successful new online business. The first entrepreneur operates in struggle mode. The hunter. He wakes up at 5 a.m., not from inspiration, but from pure anxiety, afraid of not being productive enough. He skips breakfast and goes straight to an endless to-do list. He spends hours obsessing over what his competitors are doing, feeling a mix of envy and fear. He forces himself to create social media content, even without inspiration, and his posts sound desperate. He works 18-hour days, sacrificing sleep and health because he believes it's the only way to win. He has the accelerator floored and the handbrake pulled with all his might. Now, let's look at the second entrepreneur, the quantum master, the gardener. He uses the M.A.P.A. model. M. Meaningful goal. He doesn't just set a revenue goal. He writes down in detail how he wants the business to make him feel: creative, free, and making a positive impact on his clients' lives. That's his emotional why. A. Align your body. Every morning, before touching the computer, he takes 10 minutes. He does the three senses anchor, or a brief meditation. He releases the handbrake before he even starts the engine. P. Permit and embody. During the day, he takes short breaks to visualize his online store already thriving, with happy customers and positive testimonials rolling in. He practices feeling the gratitude for this success as if it's already real. He doesn't obsess over how the customers will find him. He trusts that the garden he's creating will attract them. A. Act with inspiration. And then he acts. But he doesn't follow a list out of obligation. He works in intense focus blocks on the task that excites him the most. Suddenly, an idea for a new product comes out of nowhere. He feels an impulse to contact an old colleague who ends up becoming a key strategic partner. His actions are precise, effective, and full of positive energy. In the end, who do you think has a better chance not only of succeeding, but of enjoying their life while building it? The struggler might get there, but he'll arrive exhausted. The quantum master not only reaches the goal, but builds a sustainable and joyful life and business along the way. So, here is the new paradigm of ambition. The true measure of your power isn't your level of exhaustion at the end of the day. The true measure of your strength isn't how hard you struggle. It's how aligned and coherent your energy is when you act. Being ambitious doesn't mean you have to live in a state of constant stress. In fact, it's the opposite. Inner peace and body alignment aren't the enemies of success. They are the cleanest and most potent fuel you can use to achieve your biggest goals. Release the handbrake. Use your M.A.P. and watch the speed of your life transform. And for our community of conscious achievers, today's call to action is about putting the map into practice. Go to the comments and share one big goal or ambition you have, and then tell us which of the 4 steps of the M.A.P.A. model, meaningful goal, alignment, permit and embody, or act with inspiration. Will you focus on practicing this week to get closer to it? Let's turn this space into a center for mastery, where we declare our goals and support each other in this construction. If this new model of ambition feels more aligned with you, consider subscribing for more strategies for your inner and outer success. Thank you for your ambition and for your presence. Take good care.